Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to go over two questions that are going to help you improve your score on the math section of the SAT exam. All right, so for question one, we have this figure that's made of two triangles. We're told that in the figure, line segment AC is equal to line segment CD. The measure of angle EBC is 45 degrees, and the measure of angle ACD is 104 degrees. We're asked to find the value of angle X. So the first thing that we need to remember is we have a few rules that are going to be helpful to us, right? We know that a straight line is going to be equal to 180 degrees, right? So that's something that's going to be helpful throughout. We know that there are 180 degrees in a triangle, meaning all of the angles in a triangle will sum to 180 degrees. So using that first piece of information, we can determine that angle BCA is going to be equal to 180, so the straight line that includes both angles BCA and angles ACD, that line is going to sum to 180 degrees. So we know that angle BCA is going to be equal to 180 minus 104, which is going to be equal to 76. So in that triangle, now that we have angle BCA and we have angle CBE, we can determine the other angle of the triangle. We know that the angles sum to 180 degrees, so we know that the other angle is 180 minus 76 minus 45, which is equal to 59. So what does this tell us? We know when we have two lines that intersect, the opposite angles are going to be equal. So in this example, angles A and B are equal, and angles C and D are equal. So when we denote this other angle as angle Z, we know that angle Z is going to be equal to 59 degrees. So now, if we can get the other angle of that triangle, angle CAE, we can determine what X is. Now, what else do we know? We can use the fact that angles or line segments AC and CD are equal in length to determine that angles CDA and CAD are equal. When we have that information, we know that triangles CDA, those angles sum to 180 degrees. So the other two angles, which are equal, mean that triangle can be represented by 104 plus 2a, where a is each other angle in the triangle, so angles CDA and CAD. When we solve that equation, when we solve 104 plus 2a is equal to 180, when we subtract 104 from both sides, we get 2a is equal to 76. When we divide 76 by 2, we get a is equal to 38. That tells us that angle CAD is going to be equal to 38 degrees. Now, in the triangle that contains angle X, we have both of the other angles in that triangle, which means angle X is going to be equal to 180 minus 59 minus 38. That's going to give you 83 degrees, which means 83 degrees is the final answer for the measure of angle X. So X is going to be equal to 83, final answer. Okay, so let's move on to our question two. We have the area of triangle ABC above is at least 48 degrees, but no more than 60 degrees. If y is an integer, meaning just the whole number, so not a decimal, what is one possible value of x? So the area of a triangle, we know the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, and we know that that value is greater than or equal to 48, but less than or equal to 60. Here, our base is going to be y. For triangle ABC, our base is going to be y, and h, our height, is going to be 12, with 5 plus 7, which gives us 12. So our formula for area is 1/2 base times height. When we substitute in 12 into that formula, we get 1/2 base times 12. So 6 times base is going to be equal to our area. We know that 6 times base is between 48 and 60. When we divide 48 by 6 and 60 by 6, we get that the base of the triangle is therefore between 8 and 10. The integers between 8 and 10 consist of just 8, 9, and 10. There are no other integers because we can't be below 8 and we can't be above 10. What else do we know? We know that the smaller triangle is similar to triangle ABC, which means the ratio of the angles, or rather the ratio of the sides will be the same. So since we know that our possible choices for side y are 8, 9, and 10, we can just try with each of those. So if y is equal to 8, then 5 over 12, so the ratio between the long side of the smaller triangle and the long side of the larger triangle, 5 over 12, is going to be equal to x over 8. When we solve for x in that scenario, we get 40 over 12, which will simplify to 3 and 1/3, right? You'll get 3 and 4/12. 4/12 becomes 1/3, 3 and 1/3. Now, when we do the same thing for y equals 9, instead, we get 5 over 12 equals y over 9. Here, we get x becomes 45 over 12, which is going to become 3 and 3/4. Lastly, when we put y equals 10, we get 5 over 12 is going to be equal to y over 10. Y is going to become 50 over 12, which is going to be equal to 4 and 2/12, or 4 and 1/6. All right, so those are our possible answer choices. Any of those three will be correct. The answer that you'll get will just depend on which value of y between 8, 9, and 10 you end up choosing. All right, so I hope that made sense. If you have any questions regarding any of the steps taken in this video, or just how to prepare yourself or how to better answer these questions, just leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to respond to your comments in due time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this clarified any lingering questions you had, and I hope this showed that a lot of these questions, they may appear complicated. These are the questions determined to be hard by College Board, but when you really look at these questions and break them down step by step, they're actually a lot more simple than you would initially think. So I hope we demonstrated that in this video. I hope you stay tuned for the next video coming later this week. And with that being said, I hope you have a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really gets the videos out and helps other people get the help with the SAT that they need. And above all, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.